Chat, we back with another episode of React with Max. Cause why not react with your boy Max? Why not roll up, get high with your boy and vibe with your boy Max? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Cause it's free. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna text you. It ain't gonna do nothing. It's free. Now today we got a rapper. They said a rapper get killed at his kid birthday party. Retaliation is a must.
Nano used to be my brother, but he fuck with niggas. You chose your side, fucking suckers, then you duck with niggas.
And Nano, that's my baby, you can call, there ain't no doubt. Over Nano, I won't play and niggas know it's that.
Based off what I'm hearing, it sound like Cali shit. Cause them Cali beats and Cali flows.
Gotta keep that fan club, niggas really want me gone.
Let me close these blinds real quick.
Put a couple of B's on this shelf before I made a song.
Why do that? Why make that decision?
Them niggas dead. Niggas ain't gotta, you feel me? Niggas say them names sometimes, but them niggas dead, so it wouldn't matter if I say them names or not say them names, because them niggas not here, so.
Hey, that's the nigga, Draco the Ruler or some shit like that? That's him, right?
Like, fuck them niggas. Just bleep them shits out, that's how,
Let them wonder.
Nah, cause it's really them niggas, so it's like, we show them niggas.
Check, do your homework on these mumbles. Get you some fucking mumbles when you high. I swear to God. Listen, chat, I will not stir y'all wrong. I swear to God, these fucking mumbles. Do your homework on mumbles, gang. I'm telling you.
No respect. Sometimes we just bleep they shit out. You know who we talking about.
Who is this? So, hey, you fly K23K or what?
Bro, niggas know what's up, bro. Niggas ain't on no disrespectful shit. Niggas in here programming all, but niggas already know what's up, bro.
Okay, wait, so we gonna stop it one time.
Now, chat, we finna roll up and get high. Y'all know we smoking out these Bob Marleys. I don't know why the fuck my light just cut up, but we gonna get that together though. But we ain't gonna let that stop this ad. You heard me? You know we smoking out these Bob Marleys, man. Do your homework on these Bob Marleys. Long live Uncle Bob, man. Do your homework on grab a leaf. You need the grab a leaf because you gotta burn and crush it up. You feel me? Burn that bitch, put that bitch to the stove until you light up, make it hard, crush it up, drop that bitch on the top. Now if you don't want the whole leaf, cause you don't want to go through all that, you just want something you could just then you gotta come crush grabber. Do your homework on crush grabber. This is the baby brother of this. This is big brother, this is baby brother. Do your homework on big brother, baby brother. Same mother, same daddy. Do your fucking homework, chat. Let's get high.
Fly exterminator, but you ain't on no disrespectful shit.
Another head under my belt, it's a cold case. Nigga died with his kids, they had no faith.
Now, Stockton police are working to piece together what led up to a deadly shooting outside of a home.
A 26-year-old man was killed as two young children, just 5 and 6 years old, were inside the car.
Continues right now for the suspect in a deadly Stockton mass shooting. Good Sunday morning, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Austin Castro. Officials say it all happened inside a banquet hall in what is being described as a family gathering involving children.
If you in the streets, man, stop being around your kids. Stop being around the ones you love the most. It's not enough. You putting them at risk. You see, today we're going to Stockton, California, a place that's turning into a war zone as we speak. And what's making this situation even more heartbreaking is how far these street politics, quote unquote, are reaching. It's at the point now, 1 month until 2026, where grown men still so hungry for revenge, they don't even care if they put their own kids in the mix. You know it's eye for eye, right? If I do it to you, I should expect you gonna do it to me. But you'll later find out, in situations like taking somebody's life in front of their children, some people will tell you all bets are off the table. Because that's exactly what took place prior to this situation at a kid's birthday party. You see, within the last 24 hours, reports started buzzing that a local Stockton rapper, well-known and well-connected and already tied in a long-running beef, had his child's birthday party shot up. According to early reports, his opposition didn't just take advantage of that moment. They used it to try to end his life. And
them boys shot the baby party up, man. We ain't shooting the little nigga's party up, bro. We can't shoot the little one's party up.
The life of his close friends who was right there with him. More well-known rappers from the same crew who we'll later identify. But let's just say, fam, this situation alone is bigger than just one shooting. See, here's the part that's really shaking the community. This ain't just affecting the rappers no more. It's the kids, the families, the people who have nothing to do with this beef. It's a trickle-down effect, and we watching it unravel in real time. Now, fam, earlier this year, we briefly went over a story regarding one of these rappers who
6 + 6 = 12. Cali rapper arrested for murder 6 years later.
got arrested for a murder 6 years later after doing an interview just 6 months prior, speaking on him and his crew public beef. I'll leave the link in the bio so you guys can get caught up. But now fast forward to Thanksgiving weekend, at this same rapper friend daughter's birthday party, they get shot up, leaving 4 people deceased as of now and over 10 shot. Not to mention 2 of the
massacre. They label that type of shit a massacre.
4 that lost their lives was kids. Now I know that was a long intro, but I want to make sure y'all stay on point, fam. So today, we putting this in order, chronological order that is. We breaking down who are these Stockton rappers, their affiliations, go over their gang RICO indictment, identify who child birthday.
Is Stockton in Cali? Is that Cali? Is that some California shit? Stockton? Is that Cali?
Party it was, his previous run-ins with the law, and who people online are already claiming behind it, keeping it factual and nothing extra. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. A lot of people don't realize this, but Filipinos has been active in North and SoCal all the way back since the 70s and 80s. Some well-known documented Filipino and affiliated groups include Son of Sama, SOS, Satanas, STN, Pointy Real, PR. So
I heard about them Satanas, I ain't gonna lie, they get like that. They get very, 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 very highly dangerous, I ain't gonna lie.
In California, having a Filipino-based street crew is not unusual at all. What makes it stand out is the
I ain't gonna lie, chat, fuck that light.
Brandon, the rap connections, and the modern nerve. But sad to say, their main enemies is not against their own race. It's against African.
I got some more lights, I just gotta find them. This is a new crib, chat, so shit ain't unpacked yet, you feel me?
Americans. And that's pretty much what we got here today as the layer for this story. You see, one of the groups that's some say connected is Flatboys. It's a Filipino Stockton set. Filipino members, younger Stockton.
Bob Marley quote, chat. Don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver and gold.
Blocks. They have some blacks. It's a Crip culture. Also have rappers who we'll later identify. You see, they not an organized gang in the old school structure. It's more a neighborhood crew with Filipino roots, influenced heavily by Crip culture and Stockton. Flatboy members often online use blue colors, see references, Crip style hand signals, and Cryptoline Stockton sets. Now, some of these people also go by MB, which stands for Mud Brothers. It's another Stockton crew / name that gets tied to some Filipino members, some Flatboy associates, rappers, videographers, and social media activity. And the overlap between Flatboys and MB, depending on blocks, family ties, school connections, friend groups. Not all MB, as mentioned, is Filipino, but a big chunk of MB's visibility came from Filipino or Pacific Islander youth, especially mid-2010s to now. And now we got that caught up, let's speak on who rep these crews. Now some say the most known outside of Stockton in that crew that rap is MB Nail, also known as Nelly, Nail MB. For years, the 49ers used his song as their theme song to warm up. It was a track titled In My City, released 7 years ago with over 12 million views, I ain't counting.
The niggas turning to scholars. I never went to college like my mama, papa wanted. I promise that I'ma make it out, it's all I.
Back in October 2020, MB Nail was one of 33 individuals who was arrested for illegal activities of the Asian Boys, Muddy Boys Crips, Lil Ruthless Criminals, Comstock Crips, Loketown Crips, and Asian Crip criminal street gangs in the area of Stockton, California.
They wouldn't grab everybody.
The entire investigation seized 38 firearms, 40,000 in U.S. currency, 1 pound of suspected C, 5 pounds of suspected methamphetamine, approximately 13,000 of suspected ecstasy, and an abundance of marijuana, quote unquote. Now, MB Nail managed to escape this, and 2 years later, he spoke on this on No Jumper. And check out a segment.
Or do you want to get out of there because the cops are kind of on you?
It was a little bit of both. Like, after the little indictment shit, I was like, cool off that. Like, I didn't want no shit under my name and that, so.
Right.
But I got 2 spots, though.
Wait, what'd you get indicted for?
It was like a big-ass gang sweep. So they just hit everybody. Everybody's phones was tapped. And they just had like a big ass investigation going. It was all type of shit. But
your phone was tapped?
Yeah, my phone's tapped for like 6 months, and everybody else, like everybody on there, phones was tapped and everything.
Really?
And that wasn't even the first time. My phone been tapped a couple times.
Wow. And so they just arrest everybody, and then how does it go?
He like, look, I done made hip to this shit. Let me go on there. Yeah, that wasn't even the first time. It was a couple times. Oh, a couple times. Totally, dude. Like, nigga, dude.
From there.
They hit your house, and what they do is they hope to find something or pull you over, whatever. See, luckily they ain't find shit at the house, like, cause I'm not stupid. I don't, you get what I'm saying? But they found a little like just pills, like little pills. That's it.
And they tried to give you a case for the pills or what?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay.
So that shit was easy.
But did a bunch of people get locked up in that?
Yeah, hella people got locked up just because they found I don't know what they found, whatever they found with the guns or from whoever else. But
Stockton's getting like tough on crime at this point, right? Because I've seen some shit on the news of just them talking about like little kids getting shot and shit like that, and how they're really getting serious about cracking down on crime.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a big indictment coming, I feel.
Really?
Yeah, but I you feel me?
Right. Better just keep your nose clean. You didn't go? Did you like come to LA when you were growing up and shit?
Nah.
It's just too far away.
Yeah, but I'm so used to this drive now.
Right.
I like I was just out here the other day by myself. I drove to LA, drove back the same day. And I do that shit regular now, just driving out here and shit.
Just to link with people, or what are you doing out here for the most part?
Yeah, link, music videos, studios, and shit like that.
Now, during that time, they would also lose a close affiliate, a guy who went by Spaz to gun violence. And that's where a war had allegedly started between them and EBK and other affiliates. You see, during that time, EBK was cool with MB Nail's blood cousin, Nano, a man allegedly known for bees as...
Tell you what though, was so crazy, because in Cali, it be people like this that really doing all the killing and shit. But in Miami, we won't take motherfuckers like that serious. Like people with that skin color, like we won't take you serious on some gangster shit in Miami. Like, man, you don't sit your bitch ass down, gang. You feel me?
He raps, and his music, Bees, allegedly stands for bodies. And some say that explains why EBK J-Bo speak on allegedly being cool with Nano until he started messing with his cousin. And that's when the back and forth came. Not only on disses, but in people's lives in the streets.
Nano used to be my brother, but he fuck with niggas. You chose your side, fuck with suckers, then you duck with niggas.
And Nano, that's my baby, you can call, there ain't no doubt.
Over Nano, I won't play it, niggas know it's that. Gotta keep that fan club, niggas really want me gone. Put a couple of B's on this shelf before I made a song. Name ho, wait up in my section, bitch, I'm big dog. Never been the type to white flag, bitch, I'm getting on.
You see what's crazy is, Nano was the dad who hosted at this...
Why he sliding, low key though, chat, he sliding.
This venue for his daughter Party who got shot up. But before we go over those details, it's important to know this. The week Spaz died, a 26-year-old man identified as Tommy was shot and killed while he was in his car. In the back seat was his young children, 5 and 6. This happened on May 29, 2020.
That's why they clapped that party up.
Before, the children were not the primary targets, but the 6-year-old did sustain minor injuries from potential glass. Thank God they made it. It happened at around 10:20 p.m. on the 2400 block of Tilden Park Street. And the crazy part is, this murder went unsolved. But a guy who's now arrested, who we covered as mentioned at the very beginning, I'll leave the link in the bio, he rapped about this after they was bragging on Spaz, that's EBK. He talked about taking his life and even knowing the kids was in the car. And like we said at the very beginning, once again, eye for an eye, right? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but if that's what you out here doing, expect that to happen to you too.
Name for 48, someone got stressed. Ain't no donkeys over there, cause we the ones who really step. Had to switch out from the singing, guess the time I brought it out. In the street, my brother Band's gon' hold it down till he get out. Hey, that's my brother, caught a half for the cause and I'm for the clout. And Nano, that's my baby, you can call, there ain't no...
Now, Stockton police are working to piece together what led up to a deadly shooting outside of a home.
A 26-year-old man was killed as 2 young children, just 5 and 6 years old, were inside the car. KCRA3's Danica Hill spoke with concerned families as police are working to find the gunman.
That's really key for our investigations team to figure out why this homicide occurred. trying to develop that motive, whether it was targeted or not, or gang-related or not.
Officers responding to reports of a shooting outside a home on Tilden Park Street near Houston Avenue just before 10:30 Wednesday night.
When officers arrived on scene, they located a 26-year-old male victim inside of a vehicle in the front area of the residence who had been struck multiple times by gunfire.
That man pronounced dead on the scene. 2 young children were also in the car, one taken to the hospital for minor injuries.
When children are involved, it definitely heightens everything. One of the...
When children and old people are involved, bro, people don't fuck off, bro. Police do not fuck off. They don't fuck around.
The victims was transported to an area hospital for minor injuries.
It's like you get them an extra battery in their back, gang. To like really like, yeah, oh yeah, we got to get on that. They get right on that too. They don't even waste time.
It appears that it could have been maybe glass or shrapnel, and the other juvenile was fortunately not injured.
Candles, flowers, and other mementos now marking where the shooting happened, and the community on edge. Neighbors telling me they were too scared to go on camera, describing the sound of the gunfire to that of a war zone.
Whenever something happens like this, especially a homicide, it doesn't just affect the victim and maybe that exact residence or house. That entire community is impacted.
I did speak briefly with a family who told me.
I ain't gonna lie, I agree to that. Like, that shit do be fucking the whole little community up. Motherfuckers be scared to come outside now. Motherfuckers be on guard now. Like that shit do something. It's like the energy. That shit bring a bad type of energy to the community when a motherfucker die like that. No cap.
They wanted to keep it a private matter. Right now, police have not released a suspect description and are pleading with the community to speak up.
Getting to the surveillance footages for the houses is crucial, and so we really lean on the community's help. Our detectives are out there knocking on doors, but if they weren't home or maybe were scared to answer the door, Stockton Crime Stoppers is a phenomenal way to help our investigators get to the bottom of these, to help the community feel safer.
And we know that the children that were involved in this are with family tonight. And as a reminder, Stockton Crime Stoppers is completely anonymous. If you have any information that could help lead to an arrest, you are asked to call Stockton Police. Here in Stockton, Danica Hill, KCRA 3 News.
Fast forward to the weekend of Thanksgiving. 4 were killed and 10 others were wounded in the shooting at a family party in Stockton, California, November 29, 2025, according to local police. Now, as mentioned, this was Nano's daughter's birthday party. and B. Nail was in attendance. And of course, Stacks locked up for a murder that took place 6 years prior, which is also the dude, as we just mentioned, who was rapping on killing the dude in front of his kids. Gunfire erupted inside a banquet hall in California's Central Valley. Several of the 14 victims, including children and adults, were taken to a local hospital. 4 have been confirmed deceased.
Them boys walked inside and did that bitch?
Identity wasn't released, but the ages was confirmed: 8, 14, 22, and 30. May all 4 rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. Stockton police say the early preliminary investigation showed this was a targeted hit, of course. Now, it also has been rumored that rapper MB Nail was one of the 14 people who were struck by gunfire, and there was an alleged shootout that took place. As of now, that's pure speculation. But what we do know, hours later, the Fruittown neighborhood was seen with heavy police presence, which is also a neighborhood connected to EBK that has public tension with Flatboys and MB.
In a deadly Stockton mass shooting. Good Sunday morning, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Austin Castro.
Them boys got right back on that though, I ain't gonna lie. They got right back in the car, got on that though.
Officials say it all happened inside a banquet hall in what is being described as a family gathering involving children. ABC
I ain't gonna lie, to walk inside that bitch and start blowing though, it's wild. I ain't gonna lie, that's damn insane.
And has been following this breaking news story since it first happened. Now, this incident was taking place shortly after 6 yesterday evening on Lucille Avenue near Thornton Road, an area surrounded by businesses and homes. Investigators call it a targeted attack. The family event, a party ending with gunfire on Thanksgiving weekend. Now, this right here is video from the scene last night. Investigators say a suspect is still on the run right now, and so far, no description has been released. This is what San Joaquin County District Attorney Ron Freitas had to say.
It's our understanding at this time that the individual responsible is still outstanding. If you have any information as to this individual, reach out immediately. And if you are this individual, turn yourself in immediately.
And take a look at your screen. Investigators want you to have this number. If you have any information about what happened last night and a possible suspect, you are asked to call the Stockton Crime Stoppers. The number is there on your screen. That's 209-946-0. Leave a tip anonymously. And new this morning of up to $5,000 for information that leads directly to the arrest and conviction of the suspect responsible for the shooting. Now, this foundation was started following the mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, that killed several students and teachers. The foundation urges anyone with information on this shooting to contact the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office.
Boys got a foundation on their ass. What the fuck?
And we go now to ABC 10's Roxanne Elias with more details on the shooting.
This is Thanksgiving weekend. This is when families come together, celebrate, share memories, give each other love. And unfortunately tonight, heaven is a little bigger with the individuals.
Damn, she harsh.
Children and adults that unfortunately did not make it.
In an emotional statement, Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi offered her support to her community following a shooting at a banquet hall near Lucille Avenue Saturday night. San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office spokeswoman Heather Brent sharing that 14 people were shot, 4 of them killed, including children.
It is unfathomable that there are young children who are harmed, that there is anybody who is harmed in this, and our hearts go out to those victims, to their families, and to our community. Do you have any further questions at this time?
Multiple agencies and city leaders are vowing to seek justice for the victims who were shot at a family gathering. District Attorney Ron Freitas calling the tragedy unthinkable and pleading with his community and asking the person responsible to turn themselves in.
When this individual is caught, you have my promise that you will have the full force of my office's resources in holding this individual fully accountable.
That's all they be wanting
Mayor
to hear,
Fugazi
too.
also calling on her city to do better and speak up if they know anything.
Whoever did this, if you know them, as the district attorney just said, please call Crime Stoppers. You can leave an anonymous tip. We've got work to do, and this type of violence, again, our city is better than that.
ABC 10's Gabriel Porras was there just minutes after it all unfolded and has more information and reaction from locals.
Well, it was a very frantic and fluid scene in the minutes after the tragedy unfolded. It was here at this parking lot, this strip mall, where we're told some of the crowds first ran to try to get cover. There was so much adrenaline in the air, but the heartbreak was palpable in those first few minutes. We were on scene less than an hour after the tragedy unfolded, which means we saw those groups of first responders, dozens of police cars, fire engines and ambulances, and most heartbreakingly, families and mothers sobbing, asking where their kids are.
Damn.
People who live near Thornton Road and Lucille Avenue say it all happened so fast.
That was a lot of gunfire. That was a lot of gunfire.
At least 3 bursts of gunfire, Jason Amoson said, and after a fleet of first responders.
There was probably 10 to 12 ambulances, every fire truck, every police officer.
At first, he didn't know what had happened, but he saw, as we saw, on the cold concrete and under the dark sky, families breaking down into tears.
Afterwards, there was a lot of people that walked out, a lot, yelling for their kids and stuff like that.
Is really what's sticking with me and with so many here tonight.
I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. Go inside that bitch, though, bro. It's crazy.
Those parents who just wanted to know where their kids were. Tragic to know that so many of them will never see their loved ones again. As many of you know, I was born and raised here in San Joaquin County. I've been to this strip mall several times just a couple weeks ago, actually, for lunch. I have friends who live in this neighborhood. They are all stunned. To say that this is heartbreaking is really an understatement. The grief and the shock is palpable in Stockton, and the city is shaken. In Stockton, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.
And we know with such a large number of victims, several hospitals are involved with their care right now. ABC 10 reached out to hospitals in the area. We do know Dignity Health St. Joseph's Medical Center in Stockton received 3 patients as a result of the shooting. They tell us 2 adult patients are currently being cared for there, one of them undergoing surgery. They also tell us a 9-year-old patient also arrived at the emergency room and is said to be in fair condition. Meanwhile, Sutter Memorial Hospital in Modesto also confirming they have some shooting victims under their care.
As we head out of here, I'm gonna put it like this, plain and simple. The only people we should really show remorse to and feel sympathy for is these innocent kids and innocent bystanders. If you're rapping about killing somebody in front of their kids, all bets off the table. I'm not saying it's right, but expect the same.
Yeah, you feel me? They did they shit, you feel me? Nigga ain't taking it up for them, but I ain't gonna lie, walk in that motherfucker though, dog. In that motherfucker. And blow the whole party down, bro. Knowing there's kids in there. It's goofy.
And consequences to come to you. It's a very unfortunate situation.
That takes the gangster away from me.
These kids gonna remember this for the rest of their lives. And I don't care what race you are, what culture you from, how old you are. Stockton, like any city, everybody get pulled into the same storm if that's what you walking in. And in this case, you got black, Filipino, Latino, Pacific Islander. It don't matter. Folks growing up on the same blocks, going to the same school, fighting the same fight. And before you know it, you got the whole Filipino crews repping Crip. That neighborhood raised them. But fam, this was the continued violence of a gruesome war in Stockton, California, who hosted a birthday party for his kid that turned into a full-blown shootout, leaving 14 people shot and 4 people deceased as of now. Love and condolences to everyone who's affected by the story we just talked about. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like it.
Chat. That's why you gotta keep your head up. Stay aware.